I've lost track of doing this. It's a very blue chapter. There's a lot of sky, a lot of sea, it's a lot of blue. I think there's blue in pretty much every shot. So possibly.
Is this the bluest?
It's definitely up there. I need to, before we finish out the film, I will go back and check. But
you guys ask if it's ever the deepest.
That was something I started doing early on, trying to find the deepest, bluest chapters, and then I forgot. So it's definitely not the deepest because they are on the surface, and a lot of the film is taking place underwater.
We'll give you the list and I'll post it. Or you could post on Life First Film, or I'll post it on Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Once I have made that list, we will post it everywhere that we can find on the internet. It's what the internet is waiting for. The deepest, bluest chapter of Deep Blue Sea.
I wish more horror films had like a kind of like a rap song at the end to kind of
right
what the movie is about.
That's why no one likes Lake Placid. Oliver Platt should be doing a rap at the end of Lake Placid. It'd be so much better.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's true. Whoa. That would have been a lot. Yeah, that would have been a lot better. Betty White.
Oliver Platt rap song?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going Betty White, but sure.
I'm Oliver Platt.
And I'm here to say,
I hate big sharks in big crocs in a major way.
Oliver Platt, and I want you to know that these are the breaks.
Big crocs, and they get shot.
Brendan Gleeson, break it down.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Put
Lake
my
Placid did
helicopter
have a
down
good
on the lake.
Lake Placid had a good cast though.
It's insane cast. Like Mariska Hargitay's in there.
All right, so quick question: we're gonna do a couple things real quick. Jay is a huge fan of James Bond and the Jurassic Park franchise, and what they do in the Lamperty is they have new guests rank their favorite Bonds, or they rank the Jurassic Park movies. So Robert, do both real quick. Because you've talked about all of these on the Movies, Films, and Flicks podcast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, Jurassic Park's my favorite film of all time. It's the movie that got
Kindred
me.
Spirit, welcome.
Yeah, I have to do it. But honestly, like, with me, it's like the Jurassic Park movies, like, they really have been going downhill for a while.
That's fair.
I will say Jurassic Park, obviously, the original. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I'm going to go Lost World. I think it's gotten better with time. Minus the whole Kelly gymnastics scene, I think it's a decent film.
Gag with the window where the raptor jumps through the window, the glass.
Yeah, like it's just there's a few hokey moments, but overall, I mean, I think there's more like badass moments like the RV attack and like the raptors in the long grass. That I think it like, and I love Pete Postlethwaite. I think he's awesome.
Yes. I once did a list of my 5 favorite and my least favorite things about The Lost World. And Pete Postlethwaite was definitely in the best list. And my number 2 least favorite was The Girl. And my number 1 was, seriously, The Girl. Because I really hate Kelly.
What gets me, though, is every crew member's dead. And I know it was raptors. They completely ditched that, and it's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the boat, and all the crew members are dead, and there's a T-Rex on there, nothing else.
Yep.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird. Like, how did they all die? Like,
it is a giant plot.
I think it's a serial killer.
Yeah. What if there's like a serial killer who went around, killed everybody, and then the T-Rex killed the serial killer? That would be the perfect crime.
Whoa.
Just saying. I will say, though, I also think The Lost World has, like, people always talk about Jurassic World having, like, that one death with the babysitter or whatever she was. Like, it was kind of unwarranted. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of brutal for her.
Yep.
But I will say Eddie Carr
Richard Schiff,
in The Lost World. He saved their lives, and, like, there was one mention of it after that, and then that was it. And I'm like,
then his problems are over. Moving on.
Yeah. Saddle up! Time to get this movable feast on the way. Because he gets a brutal death, ripped in half. And I think it's heroic too, man. He was hitting that gas the whole time.
They take a baby T-Rex though into an RV.
I mean, he had nothing to do with that. He was against that.
Yeah, that's true. He just saves them.
Fun fact, I actually went back and read Jurassic Park and The Lost World recently because I bought like a collectible Barnes & Noble collection edition. So I went back and read those, and in The Lost World, the book, Eddie Carr actually brings the T-Rex back to the RV.
So that would be more understandable for him to be killed.
Yeah, for him to be killed, and he does die in the book, spoiler alert. So it made sense in the book, but in this one I was like, that's a little brutal for him.
So we have Jurassic Park, Lost World. Then what are your next ones?
I don't really like. All right, so number 3 will be Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one, it's fine. It's got some good moments, but like some really hokey moments too. Then I'm gonna actually go Jurassic Park 3. it's a fine B movie. It's it's a monster film. And then my last Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I absolutely did not like.
Yeah, that one hurts.
That's very fair. Yes.
It's the cloned girl thing and like letting the dinosaurs loose and
you know how many people are gonna die because of that?
Yeah,
all those dinosaurs are gonna be killed.
Right, they're going to be killed and they're going to kill people. So
we're going to see a Jurassic Park film because we all really love dinosaurs and the island that they're on. Maybe let's not blow that island up. Let's not have a shot where the ship moves away and we watch dinosaurs die in a volcanic cloud of smoke. That's what the punters want to see.
The reason why I like Jurassic Park so much is one of the things that Steven Spielberg said when he was making the movie. He said he didn't want to make a monster film. He wanted them to feel like real animals and stuff. But now, with the Jurassic World movies, it's now they have to create bioengineered dinosaurs that weren't real, that are like dragons and stuff. I'm waiting for them to create a dragon that flies and kills people. Or
dinosaurs are cool enough.
Yeah, you don't.
We do not need to make new ones.
And also, Jurassic World ripped off Deep Blue Sea, Robert. They genetically modify sharks. They don't tell people what's in them.
Right.
They escape. There's helicopter crashes.
Yeah.
There's a rakish trainer, Owen Grady and Carter Blake.
True.
Yeah. And a bookish scientist who needs to learn to kill sharks. I can't remember.
And then, in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, they are we created this dinosaur, and it's going to be used as a weapon. It's
Raptors as military weapon.
But you need to point the laser at someone and click it. So why not just shoot them?
Yeah, if you're putting the laser sight on your gun at the person you want dead, why not just pull the trigger at that point?
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, so I did not like that one. That's my ranking for those. For James Bond though,
it's James Bond actors, I should say.
Oh, James Bond actors.
Yes, the 6 Bond actors is what we do on the Lambcast. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you want to, then hey, great.
Robert, you love Bond, man.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna be more objective in the sense of obviously Sean Connery's number 1. I think I'm gonna go Daniel Craig number 2, and then I'm gonna go Roger Moore because I love me some Roger Moore. And then I guess Pierce Brosnan will be 4th. And then I hate doing – I guess I'll go Timothy Dalton, George Lazenby. But I don't think George Lazenby is that bad. I just think he didn't get really a chance to do anything with it.
For most of his Bond film, he's not playing Bond.
Yeah.
He's playing somebody else.
Even Timothy Dalton, I like Timothy Dalton as Bond too. I don't really hate any of the Bond actors. It's just some of them didn't get as much time or good scripts. Pierce Brosnan just didn't get good scripts. His movies went downhill pretty fast.
So yes. when I ranked my Bond movies, Jay got visibly and horribly ill.
Pierce Brosnan first.
He got ill. Jay got ill, and he just his face turned green. He spilled his martini. So you just did your list, and Jay loved it. So
yes, absolutely. Because
where do you feel about Roger Moore?
I don't like Roger Moore.
You don't like?
Growing up, my Bond, technically Pierce Brosnan was my Bond growing up, but I didn't go to the cinema much and see them. So I grew up watching Connery films. So Connery for me is Connery and Craig are my 2 top ones. It kind of changes day to day which one I really like, but they're the ones whose films I like the best as well. I just really like their Bonds. Then I'm a fan of Dalton as well. I think he's a good serious Bond. Most of my ranking, we originally covered all of the Bond films over on the Lambcast, which I don't host anymore, but I'm still going to plug it. We broke it down into 6 4-film chapters. And watching all of the Roger Moores, I just got so sick of him towards the end. So jokey and not taking it seriously, and it's not funny, and it's just a creepy old man perving on his grand nieces. Is what it felt like.
I do think it gets a little ridiculous because of how old he is, but also I read his biography or whatever, and I remember him saying that he even didn't want to star in.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
Yeah, he was I don't want to do it because I'm way too old. Tanya, I think it was Tanya Roberts. I don't remember. Yeah, he's I'm too old for her. I shouldn't be in this. And they're well, we don't have anybody lined up. Just do one more or whatever. And he did it. But I will say A View to a Kill was my first Bond movie I ever watched, so there's a soft spot for it. And Roger Moore, I kind of grew up with him because my dad liked Roger Moore. My dad liked Connery and Moore, but I watched most of Roger Moore's films first. So that's why I have a soft spot for him.
That's fair enough. And in the UK, they're on TV all the time. You go to ITV on Sunday afternoons, a Bond film is playing, and it's probably a Roger Moore film. So I've seen them a lot growing up. Then I have Lazenby fifth, just because he didn't get a chance to do much. And I really hate Pierce Brosnan as Bond.
Oh, you hate those?
Brosnan is the worst Bond.
Goldeneye is so good.
Goldeneye is a good film. I will agree with you that. It is good in spite of it starring Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan, I like him fine in other things. I think he's matured into a better actor than he was in the Bond films. I feel like he gets hurt more than anyone else in film, and you can really tell when he's been hurt. He likes to let the camera know that he's straining, and it's like just every ounce of acting ability he has goes into looking pained, and it's all the time, and I can't not see it when I watch the film. So Pierce Brosnan is at the bottom of the list for me, and yeah.
I will say my least favorite Bond movie of all of them is Die Another Day.
That is correct.
Miranda Frost is cool though.
She's fine, but it's just like, oh god, the CGI and the stupid gadgets. Like, I mean, they're like really stupid. Like, I don't know.
All right, and real quick,
yeah.
You're on an adventure, Robert.
Yep.
You're going on an adventure. Who would you pick, Owen Grady or Carter Blake?
Oh, I'm gonna go Carter.
Jay?
Yeah, I think Owen would just get too annoying.
He's too cocky sometimes, and
if you think about Owen, he goes into the Indominus Rex cage. Oh, we don't see it? Let's go in it. Yeah, he climbed over.
That'll be fine.
Let's open it up. Carter never does that at all. I don't think Carter makes a single dumb decision in this movie, does he?
That was one thing that like always confused me about Jurassic World. It's like the first Jurassic World, it was like Owen was like, they're just animal, or no, he was like, they're not just animals, whereas like, you know, they have feelings and we got to take care of them. And like Bryce Dallas Howard was more of like, they're just like money kind of thing. Then they like completely switched in like the next movie, like Fallen Kingdom, where she's like crying over seeing the volcano, and like, and I get like there's character development, but then he like kind of went back and was like, no, I'm not going to go back kind of thing. And then she has to kind of talk him into it. It just felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
But all that being said, I will happily watch any of the Jurassic Park films over a lot of other films.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs in it. I'll watch this.
Yeah. I like dinosaurs.
See, I had to throw that in, Jay. Normally I get into really random stuff, but I wanted to throw you some Jurassic Park and Bond bits.
Rank the Fast and Furious film.
Oh, okay. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh.
Tokyo Drift.
I can't believe that's your first. It's Too Fast.
Fast and Furious 6. The first Fast and Furious. Fast 5. 7. Furious 7. The Fate of the Furious, and then Hobbs and Shaw. Because it's fun. It's a great action film. It's not a Fast and Furious.
Wait, did you have number 4 in there?
Yeah, 4 is ahead of 8. So
okay.
7, 4, 8, Hobbs and Shaw.
I really liked
your
4.
Favorite series?
Yeah.
For real though?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing. It's the most like unpretentious, fun, strong. It's the most diverse. I mean, you look at John Singleton, Justin Lin, James Wan, F. Gary Gray. It has a really neat cast of people all over the world. It's not just this America type film. I mean, they go around the world. They picked up Gal Gadot before she was Wonder Woman. I mean, They have a really likable group of characters you don't see every day. I like the dynamic. I like how insane it's become. I mean, my favorites are the first ones. But, I mean, these movies have just evolved and adapted. And Furious 7 beat Age of Ultron at the worldwide box office. Now, whenever a Furious movie comes out, they break $1 billion. Hobbs and Shaw didn't. It made about $800 million. But when a Fast movie comes out, they clear $1 billion now worldwide. They understand international markets. They have a very diverse international cast. There's humor. They take a lot of care for their set pieces. They still have the great humor. Kurt Russell's in it.
They understand what they are. Like they'll cast Jason Statham as a villain in a driving franchise because he's the transporter. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised that Too Fast, Too Furious is your favorite though, because like I feel like as they progress, they get a little bit more of like that actiony popcorn type. Where I felt like Too Fast wasn't that, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Too Fast, Too Furious is the most authentic. I mean, they filmed it in Florida. You look at all the outfits; they're so Florida. The car chases are good, and also there's not much drama in it. So in the Fate of the Furious, they're just like, oh, Elsa's around. She's she's Vin Diesel's baby mama. We don't want her around anymore because she's with